Bernie Mac has never fronted on me. Bernie Mac has never lied to me. I believe Bernie Mac when he say Steve Harvey hated on him.
Steve Harvey has been trending for a hot minute now. He's been making headlines ever since news of him pimping his own daughter to Diddy Combs came out. Yup, you heard that right. Steve Harvey, who's America's famous talk show host, set up his own daughter with Diddy. Y'all might be wondering why he did that. Well, it's pretty simple. Money and fame. Although Steve has a name for himself in the industry, he probably wanted to climb higher. And the credit for dropping this bomb goes to Katt Williams. Interestingly, Katt has more to say. While fans were still trying to wrap their heads around Steve pimping out his own daughter, Katt exposed Steve for stealing jokes. And guess what? Katt isn't the only one pointing fingers now. More people have come forward to talk about Steve Harvey's plans to make it to the top. Given the allegations against him, Steve's reputation hangs in the balance, and he might want to address the matter and clear out the air before it's too late. Just what are the comedians saying? Is Steve's career in danger? Welcome back to Star Spills, where we will talk about how Steve Harvey is panicking as more comedians speak out about his abuse. But before we give you the tea, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos.
Wow, thank you very much. First of all, you know I love God. Without God, I'm not here today. This has been 30 years of grace and favor. God has given me far more than I ever even dreamed of, really, you know.
Steve Harvey has been America's top host for years, with fans from all over the world. However, his career as well as his reputation is crumbling now as the truth comes to light. Sure, the man was highly respected, but that might not be the case anymore, as several comedians have stepped forward to pull back the curtains on his true colors. That said, Steve is not new to controversy. Back in the day, he faced some heat for questionable behavior towards his staff. He mentioned a few stiff things in his memo that raised a lot of eyebrows. The host wrote, "There will be no meetings in my dressing room. No stopping by or popping in. No one. Do not come to my dressing room unless invited. Do not open my dressing room door. If you open my door, expect to be removed." Now, this was only the tip of the iceberg. Steve further added, "My security team will stop everyone from standing at my door who has the intent to see or speak to me. I want all the ambushing to stop now. That includes TV staff. You must schedule an appointment." Now, fans didn't really like this side of Steve. The internet gave Steve an earful for being arrogant and rude. However, Steve had a reputation to protect, so he decided to address his fans and talked about how his privacy was being invaded. What's more, the host also mentioned how everyone takes advantage of his kindness and that there must be certain boundaries.
Telling everyone to leave you alone, I just want you to know that I agree with that. I am the only person, I think, in America that went, like, Steve's right. Everyone else was like, geez, what's up with Steve?
Yeah, they was like I was this horrible person. I'm really a nice guy, but it's just, I'm such a nice guy. People just take advantage of it.
Unfortunately, that's not all. There are more skeletons in Steve's closet than people think. Harvey has also been exposed for stealing other people's content, and the one to unmask Steve was none other than Katt Williams. Katt recently sat down for an interview on Club Shay Shay where he exposed everyone in the industry. He took some major shots at Steve and talked about how Steve plagiarized Mark Curry's role as Mark Cooper for his series, The Steve Harvey Show. According to Katt, Steve went over to go watch Curry's show and decided to copy the entire thing. He gave no credits and instead pretended as if it was his own idea.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business.
And guess what? Fans think that Katt might be onto something. One fan commented, "Everyone can see it was exactly the same." Hanging with Mr. Cooper and the Steve Harvey Show principal. Cooper was the principal, Steve was the principal. Even Ray Charles could see this. Now, Katt Williams didn't just stop there. He took shots at Steve's career too. He talked about how the only reason why Steve isn't out there doing movies is because he sucks at it, though Steve says otherwise. According to him, the reason why he is not a movie star is solely because he didn't want to be one, not because he wasn't capable of it.
Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year.
Cat Williams wasn't just making up things on the spot as most people might think. In fact, Dade Lover also confirmed and agreed with Cat Williams on his podcast. He is spilling the beans, saying that he was approached to join the King of Comedy tour after the passing of Bernie Mac, but he turned down the offer because of the way Steve treated Bernie. He also confirmed that Steve hated Bernie.
The new Kings of Comedy, that they approached him after Bernie passed and they wanted to take it back out, and he was supposed to be a new King of Comedy, but he didn't want to go on the Kings of Comedy tour because of Steve Harvey's treatment of Bernie Mac. He has a lot of respect for Bernie Mac, and I love Bernie Mac. Yep.
Steve Harvey might need to address the rumors as soon as possible because it looks like fans are not siding with him. In fact, they are ready to burn Steve at the stake and are glad that Cat exposed his true colors. A fan wrote, "Steve let you know that he is definitely not a brother who should be representing the black community. In the interview with Monique, he told you he chose money over his integrity. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and lose his own soul? Steve doesn't have one period. Money is access to Marjorie. No money, no Marjorie. I hope Mary can see the whooping Steve is receiving. Karma with an extra shot." And guess what? Steve responded to Cat's diss after all. Looks like he wasn't about to take the backlash lying down. On January 7, 2024, an X post featuring the host on set of Family Feud started making rounds on the internet. The footage showed Steve talking about how people don't need to explain themselves to haters. He even quoted Psalms.
Oh, no, you ain't got to tell nobody nothing. All you got to do is be it. You ain't got to say, you don't have to open your mouth. You don't have to do it, man. He prepares a table in the presence of mine enemies. He do it all the time. All my haters, I ain't got to say nothing to them.
And Steve didn't stop there. He said people only have haters when they're effective at what they do. He also thinks that haters may be sent by the devil to provide opposition to God, guiding you towards greatness. He also subtly hinted at Cat, saying, "I got somebody really attacking me right now. I mean, really going after me, man. I'm just waiting to see what God going to do, because they're gonna have to get on. Can't nobody stop what God got for you." Steve posted the video on his account with the caption, "You don't have to address your haters." Unfortunately for Harvey, his attempts at trying to reduce the backlash aren't working. One fan said, "When someone literally threatens another person, like Steve did to Cat, you know there's something to the comments they say. If they didn't, they would have either shrugged them off or sued them." Steve seems entirely too angry for the comments to be untrue, but that's what I believe. The truth is out there, and it's all thanks to Cat. People may not have been taking the comedian's words seriously before, but they're all ears now. And one thing is for sure, Cat has a lot more to say. If Steve's not careful, he might end in the same shoes as Diddy. Cat's words might even inspire more comedians to come forward to reveal the truth about Harvey. Hopefully, Steve has an airtight defense because it will be curtains for him otherwise. And that's all for today. Is Steve actually guilty of all the things he's been accused of? Will more people step forward to expose him? Will he address the allegations against him directly in the future? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We will see you next time with more updates from the celebrity world.